Looks like everything is good. I'm gonna turn this down. And alright. We are live. Hello everybody. Welcome to Not Actually Late Night with Beans. And we are here again with another Final Fantasy. We're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy IX tonight. This is probably my most... Hi, Hyacinth. Thanks for opening the door. Hello. Hi, Nugget. What's up? Bye, Nugget. This is probably my favorite Final Fantasy, like, ever. I think it has one of the most compelling and in-depth stories to tell. I think each character has a lot of, I don't know, I already said the word depth, but a lot of depth to them, and I think that's something that isn't really explored as much, in my opinion, in the more current Final Fantasies. But yeah, while we're watching this, I guess I will get to some other stuff that I want to talk about before we actually start playing. I figured some of you might be curious, and I will probably repeat this at the end of the stream as well. For those of you that miss it now, and you won't know that you missed it, but, you know, I'll repeat it at the end anyway. Oh, it sounds like I'm really loud. Let's turn this down a bit. But for those of you that are interested, we're still working our way up to get to 50 subscribers. We're about 11 away, which is really exciting. And about probably when we hit 50, as you know, you can either choose to become affiliate or partner. But either way, whatever one happens, confirm dash menu. Okay, whatever one happens, you get the option to have like Twitch donations and stuff like that, which isn't a, you know, priority. It's definitely not something that is ever expected. But for those of you that are interested in that, I figured it would probably be something that you would like to know where those possible future donations would go to. And one thing I wanted to do is once I get to, we're going to stick with Zidane's name. Once I get to have the option to have, you know, donations and tips and things like that, one thing I wanted to do was to donate to charity. And I had been thinking for quite a while what charity I would like to donate. And I'm going to turn this up a bit. It's really quiet. There was, you know, going back and forth. I was like, well, what charity would I like to donate to? Which one would I like to represent? You know, and I was looking and seeing all the different charities that other streamers donate to. Some which are pretty unique. That's, you know, things of that nature. So I figured the one that I would like to donate to, which is one that pretty much is going to encompass the sort of theme of my channel, is I'd like to donate to the Brain and Behavior Foundation. Oh god, this is active time battle. I forgot. Sorry, it's gonna take like 5 seconds to like attention. Anyway, so I would like to donate to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. And essentially what that is, it's a non-profit organization that helps to... Wow, that went so fast. Do I still have my cheats on? I don't want those on. Nope, that's not what I wanted either. I don't know why that went so fast. I'm going to have to double check that. I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, so it's a nonprofit organization that commits itself to the research for mental illness, all different types of mental illnesses, anxiety, bipolar, ADHD, things of that nature, and to help sort of understand them more and to research them and essentially be able to find a treatment, and essentially to help those who are struggling with these illnesses. Um, Specifically, I'd like to donate to the part that um, deals with borderline personality disorder. That's something that is pretty prevalent in my own life, and it's something that's definitely not understood. And there's no decent treatment for it yet, so I think it's quite important for people to learn what it is and to help fund um, the research into that one specifically. So that's where probably about 50% of any possible future donations would go to, if people were wondering. Um, Essentially, yeah, we want to focus on, furthering research into the mental health community, expanding on that, being supportive, and, all those sorts of things. But until then, let's just keep hanging out. I'll distract the audience from the backstage with these little buggers. I can't stand oglups. I used to say oogloops as a kid. I think it's oglops, but I used to say oogloops all the time. But I'll manage, so don't worry about me. And that'll be your cues today. So this thing, I don't know if people know, but if you can say this one, which is, that's when I kidnapped Queen Brienne, right? And then Baku's like, you're a dumb fuck. Like, why? And if you say that 100 times, um, you get like a special cutscene, but you have to sit here and do it like 100 times. And we don't have time for that. But it's pretty funny. So if you play it on your own, or if you want to like look it up on YouTube, um, you can do that. But we're just gonna keep going. You bet you're gonna kidnap the most babylicious beauty in all of Alexandria, Princess Garnet. I cosplayed Princess Garnet. I don't. Princess Garnet's probably my favorite character in this entire series. I don't know if as a kid, it took me 10 years to beat this game because I got lipstick. Oops. But it took me 10 years to beat this game because essentially I was like a child. I didn't know how to level up. Can I get like the hair off my lip? I didn't know how to properly level or anything like that, so I'd always die. I think I got all the way to the end, as is the running theme with my Final Fantasy playthroughs. Hi, Alex. I love you too. Thanks for coming. Get to watch me play the games. But I think I resonated her with a lot as a kid, so that's probably why I like her a lot. I mean, she's still my favorite character, but... How you doing, Alex? How was your self-care day? Was it as good as you hoped it would be? It's kind of gross out, though. For most of the day, at least. Oops, I don't want to skip the movie. But yeah, I'm okay. It's been... We got home and I had some McDonald's, as usual. Not like we didn't have that last week or anything. And then I watched... I forgot what the show's called, but I walked in on everyone else watching this murder show. So I watched that for a bit before I came down here to stream. Here, you dropped your ticket. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little girl. Alright, do I have... How do you play again? Oh, fuck. It's fucking... I wasn't even in your way. You can go in all of these houses and steal their shit. So you can get pretty buffed up with the cards before you even learn how to play the card game. I mean, as buffed as you can in the first 10 minutes of the game. But, Oh, you can already like card game play them. I don't have any other cards, I think. But I like the card game in this game. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's more fun than 8's card game. Personally, I think 8's card game is scary. But but let's see. I think can I go in here? Yeah, I can. So anyway, this is probably the game I'm most knowledgeable. That cup is not on anything. It's just floating. um, so I'm probably gonna sit here and explain a lot of the game. I mean, if people are interested in learning about the game, thank you. But this is, I won't. Okay, Maggie, sorry. I don't want to like ruin the plot yet. So this, most people know, especially if you've played like Kingdom Hearts or seen any other, um, pretty much any other media. It's Vivi. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm glad that you're interested. I'm going to be talking a lot about this game. Better head straight to the ticket booth. Okay. But yeah, this is Vivi. Vivi's about... I think in Vivi's description it says that he appears to be like 8 years old. I've got money already. We're not going to buy anything. I don't know if Vivi's actual age is ever stated. I don't think Vivi's that old. But it appears to look like an 8 or 9-year-old or something like that. Yeah, and Vivi's a boy, even though you can't tell. Over here is a mini game. I spent so much time trying to do this mini game. I fucked up already. I think I've only gotten as high as like 20. You need to get... Hold on. Fuck. It's a rhythm game, so you have to like press the button and hit it in time, and it gets faster after every set of 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that on stream because that would take forever, and I'd probably get really angry and break something. But what do you mean? There's no vacancies. I forgot who this character is. What this character is called. Actually, I think he's something Jack. He's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Okay, never mind. Sorry, hippo lady. But alright, let's go ahead and proceed with the plot, I guess. Can I help you, son? What's showing today? This year's performance is the masterpiece I Want to Be Your Canary. The Tantalus Company is performing. Tell me about Alexandria. The Kingdom of Alexandria is a fine country ruled by Queen Brienne. Great. So in-depth explanation on the city. What's odd about my ticket? You know, I'm just a little boy trying to go see and play. And this bitch thinks that he gives me cards. Like, that's gonna make up for the experience that I'm totally gonna miss. Alleyway Jack. That's that guy's name that we saw earlier. We won't worry about exploring this entire area yet. We come back here a couple times. Get wrecked. But yeah, there's not much that's gonna happen just yet, so yeah. Anyway, I am quite excited if you do, Alex, decide to do stuff with your tarot on Twitch, because I tune into your streams every single time. You know, I like was sitting at my desk and I was like, Alex could do that. should we be honest? I don't remember if there's a difference between what you choose, so we'll just be honest. I'll let you see the show if you become my slave. Okay. Yeah, Twitch is pretty confusing. I still don't really know how to work it. I spend a lot of time at work actually, like Googling on how to do it. But I can sort of try to help, do my best. But I think it'd be cool. You can set up like a cool little. No, I'm gonna go away. You can set up like a cool little desk area with like cloth and your crystals and just make it pretty. I'm gonna. What's this kid gonna say? My kitten, Mittens, ran away. Okay, I'll let you know if I see Mittens. I actually don't remember where Mittens is. But yeah, Twitch is, it's pretty hard in the sense that it's like, oh. Oh, yes, please. Okay. Okay, come back soon. But yeah, I don't remember who has Mittens. Hi, did we talk before? Oh yeah, you gave me my ticket. But yeah, it's now we're gonna climb up this tower. It's very dangerous. You go first. That's rude. Okay. Let's go. Sorry about that, Kupo. That's Kupo. He's a Moogle. And this is slave number 1. You give Kupo the name Kupo, but you call me slave number 1. Sorry, I enter you a Moogle diary. If you want a safe game, just ask us Moogles, and you can regain health if you have a tent. Okay. Okay, you do that, Rat Kit, while we sit here and do this. Wow, it's holding up pretty well today. Yesterday the stream was it was a nightmare. It was not holding up well. Oh, it's stilled skin. One of my goals in my other playthrough, because I am doing a playthrough, I've beaten this game probably like 4 times now, and the HD remastered version comes with built-in cheats. So I'm trying to platinum it. So I'm using the cheats because I feel like I beat it 4 times. I'm allowed to just do constant 999 damage while I do all the extra side quests and stuff. I think I'm allowed. So I'm doing that. And I know Stilled Skin has like a lot of side questy things that you can do. I'm not going to be using the cheats for this playthrough just because I think that's a little unfair and it robs you of the experience. Is that a friend of yours? Yes, Kupo, a very special one. Hey, slave, I thought I ordered you up here. You should be nice to your slaves. Alright. Save. I think I've got a couple save files already, but we'll just ignore them. Yeah. Wow, I haven't played this game in a while. Well, we'll do this one. Alright, cancel. Let's go move on. Also, Hyacinth's just sitting outside the door, meowing. I feel bad. I'm sorry. Alrighty, so let me guess, you're afraid of heights, aren't you? It's okay, just pretend you're on the ground. It's not the same. Okay. But I think I'll do my best to like get all the side stuff that I know that's pretty... It still sticks with like the linear story. Because we don't want to take too long while we do all the stuff. I mean, I can make streams that are like dedicated to working on side questing and like chocobo treasure hunting and whatever. Kind of funny name. Your name's Rat Kid. I mean, it's Puck, but still. Vivi's not as lame as Puck. No offense. Alright, we're gonna go... If you go all over these roofs, they have little gill things. I think these are supposed to be bird nests. I thought they were like cinnamon rolls the first time I ever played. But I'm pretty sure they're technically supposed to be bird nests. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oops. But yeah, they have money in them. Which I already have money, but it's helpful to start off. Is there money? No. Yeah, but I guess as we play, we can... Okay. We can talk about each character and, you know, analyze them and their behavior and their story, because that's probably one of the things I find the most interesting as like a writer and someone who likes to write more complicated and, you know, heavier stories. Like you can still have that, like Final Fantasy 9 has like that beautiful fantasy element, but like behind each of the characters is a pretty dark and heavy story. Um, and so I, like, as a writer, that's something I appreciate. Um, so I think as we, you know, meet the characters and watch them through their journeys, I think it'd be fun to like talk about them and get your guys' opinions on, you know, the direction that you think they're going in or their choices that they're making. Um, you know, and sort of your your opinion on their growth, which I think is really cool. If you agree, I mean, um, we're still sort of trying to get our footing, but I think that would be a fun way to look at the story of Final Fantasy IX, because I think it's pretty like underappreciated for how beautifully detailed the game is. Like even with the side characters. Bum, 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 I know that's what's important to me. Like I don't play these games just to like because it's, you know, it's Final Fantasy or whatever. Because of course, you know, I haven't played them all, but um, I think one of the it's so quiet. One of the more important things for me, it's definitely the characters and the relatability and things of that nature. All right. When our story begins, Marcus, having heard of this, crosses swords with the king. I like how the story begins in the middle. And now, your royal majesty, Queen Brienne, and your highness, Princess Garnet, noble lords and noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary, which is Princess Garnet's favorite play. Um, I feel like it's very Shakespearean. I forgot these go automatically because I was like, I didn't press it. Their faces look so much better. Granted, Zidane still looks goofy. I really like his Dissidia design. He looks like a normal person. Pray, sheath thy swords. This villain is... It's going so fast. Now we gotta do one of those... I think this part's really cool. It's got like, it's like a mock battle, I guess. Which is pretty interesting. Like, you can't even control the dialogue right here, which is cool. Alright, let's go. You can even do... Which I never do it. I think it's a waste of time. But in these battles, you can do special effects. They don't do any damage, so I think it's a waste of time. Ah, he missed. Nice. it's been a long time since I played this, but I feel like this is easier than I remember it being. But yeah, see, here's one of the special effects attacks. It's like, why do you bother? Because it does nothing. I think Baku, I think as a kid growing up, I remember we'll see more of Baku's character as we continue to play, but his character I think was probably the one I didn't understand growing up. And that is probably something that, I mean, it's not surprising as a kid, but he's definitely a character that I've come to really sort of understand as I've gotten older. We can talk about it as we get closer. Also, if the audio is low, let me know. I know. Okay. So in this next part, I'm gonna focus because I do want to get the most amount of money out of it, and you have to do it perfectly. You have to do all the commands perfectly in order to get the money. So, alright. Of course, I get an itch right when this happens. Okay. Uh-huh. Oof. And that's so stressful. You also have to do it like pretty fast. Let's see. Yeah, I got them all. Yeah. They demand an encore. No, just give me the money. Yeah. Do I get? Oh, do I not get? Did I mess that up? So if you do that properly, she's supposed to give you a moonstone. But I got them all, and she was quite impressed. Unless it's supposed to be very impressed. Damn it. Because in order to platinum the game, you need to get all 4 moonstones. I mean, I can do it on my other run through, even though I didn't get the moonstone on the other one either. But I don't know. Maybe I should change the title of this. Um, did did my hold on? Did my stream just black out? Let's check. Hold on one second. I gotta check to make sure my stream didn't black out. Aw, I see you, Alex. Oh, I love you. But now I gotta check to make sure my stream didn't die. Thanks for mentioning me on your story, though. Where's my Twitter app? Because it looks like... No, it doesn't look like it went out. Okay. Just looks like it's the browser. My browser. Okay. But yeah, I'm still wondering if I should change the... Okay, thanks, Alex. Because I can't see myself in my thing. Whatever. It's fine. As long as you can see me. I mean, you're the only one here right now, but that's fine. It's a small game. There's not very many people. But welcome back. You still have the package, right? Those things look like straight up cheese puffs in the original, but now you can tell they're like actual bugs. Um, but essentially, right now, we're getting the knowledge that they're gonna put some drugs in Princess Garnet's teacup because they're gonna kidnap her. We don't know why they're gonna kidnap her yet, but they're gonna kidnap her. We're actually gonna go back in that room real fast. Hold on. I'm gonna change the name of the video real fast. Okay. Change the title. It'll probably take a minute. All right. The royal seat should be right above these stairs. Got it. Ooh, racy. Yeah, but streaming on Twitch is like, it's hard at first because like I've been gone for 7 months, so like the people who did watch my videos don't watch my videos anymore. But I think it's hard to get started in a big category like video games because like you get buried between like underneath so many people. But I think when you start, you'll have like a decent chance to because I don't think anyone else is doing that on Twitch, which is pretty cool. All right, let's head up the stairs, and of course, then here we go with the destined meeting of our two pro tags. All right. What should we do? Should we let her pass or should we examine her face? And we can. I would love to do that. I'd like to do it on mine, but I feel like that doesn't actually fit in with with what I do. um, any preference? I think for Zidane, I feel like as we've already probably established, Zidane's a bit of a talker, so let's let him examine her face. Is there something on my face? Oh no, you see, I just thought maybe you were the one I've been waiting for all this time. Excuse me? You were waiting for me? Yeah, I've dreamt of it's so funny to see Zidane's character this way. Like, he's so, like, his chest is all puffed up, and he's like, I can get any girl I want. I'm just my standard base. I mean, granted, I know why he's doing this, but his lines, because Zidane's a flirt. You know, he does it pretty naturally, but his lines are just sort of ridiculous. Say, you wouldn't. What's going on, Zidane? Yeah. Who the heck was that? Get up, Blank. That was Princess Garnet. Okay, so like he knew that it was Princess Garnet, so that's obviously why he was really pushing it with her, but I hate these two. He definitely is that's probably like his standard baseline flirtatious personality, wouldn't you agree? Zorn and Thorn are the stereotypical I don't even know what to call them, but you see them in a lot of series, which is pretty like you got the two. They're like the yin and yang, like the parallels to each other in specific certain ways. They're definitely not good and evil because they're not, but it's just in the way that their texts like they mirror each other. Maybe that's a better thing. Even with their speech, it's flipped. Like one talks like Yoda, and the other one talks normally. Sometimes they flip flop. Like that is not the right way. Not the right way. I know. Do you really? No, I really do. Like, I really wonder sometimes. The time to wonder now is not. We must hurry and tell Her Majesty. I don't know. Like, if you were to look at those characters, like the first thing you saw, what would you think? Like, in the this version, you can totally tell how gross their faces are. And then we get our first introduction to Beatrix, who is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous human being. Hey, Winston. That's Jason Zorn. Very grateful we will be. And then there's Steiner. We haven't named him yet, but his name is Steiner. Um, Her Royal Highness, Princess Garnet, is in danger. Okay, I think that's a testament to how calm Beatrix can be when you find out that the royal princess is in danger, and she's just like, okay, Your Majesty, I'm afraid Princess Garnet has. And there's Queen Brienne. One thing I don't think they ever answer, so I don't mind talking about it. Oh, bye, Alex. Thanks for coming. Let's talk about your stream and stuff when you have the chance. We can meet up and hang out and do all the fun stuff. Um, the one thing I thought was weird is that they never discuss what happened to Queen Brienne and bye um and why she looks the way that she does, because we're gonna stick with the name Steiner just because I don't feel like picking new names. But because I don't think it's ever I don't want to give like too much away, but who cares? Like if you're coming in here to talk about the game, then maybe you probably already know. But essentially, like Princess Garnet is her daughter, and she's like this probably one of the most beautiful people in the kingdom. Like that's how she's described, and people always comment. They're like, I don't understand how the queen looks the way she does, and she's got such a beautiful daughter. So then the implication is, did she just have like a really hot husband, or was she hot once before and then she turned bloated and blue and looks like a weird monster? Like, I know there's probably reasons that we'll learn about her character that maybe I haven't picked up yet as to why they designed her character the way that they did. And if anyone has any input on that, that'd be great, because that's the one mystery I never understood. Alright, we have now control of Steiner, who is he is the knight. The stereotypical princess's guard. Um, in most, can I leave? Thank you. In most fantasy stories, um, there's. I need to collect. No, come here. I need to collect you. We have to catch all. I mean, we don't have to get all of them, but I don't actually know if we get like an achievement for collecting all the Knights of Pluto's. Anyway, like if you think of yourself as like a stickler for rules, knight, um, very don't get anyone in danger. I gotta do my duty, but I'm also kind of not really good at my job, sort of. Um, can you? How do you? Aha! I got you. Um, Steiner really embodies that, and I feel like that's one of the things. He's like his baseline character, like where his character starts, is so amazing to where he ends up, and I'm excited to do that. You had me at never good at your job. Like he's not though. Like he tries to be. Like he's admirable. He works really hard to be good at his job, and I think that deserves some praise. But he's definitely not very good at his job. I mean, his men are doing stuff like this. Sitting here watching the water always brings peace to my soul. Care to have a seat, Captain? Now is not the time. By order of Her Majesty, we must go search for Princess Garnet. What? This calls for immediate action. Fair princess, be not afraid. Hagen's on the trail. But yeah, he's definitely not very good at his job. I love him. He's great. I didn't like him growing up, but yeah, and seeing like this soldier that works under him is just sort of like trying to get a date. All right. But we don't have to explore. We come back to this area like a bunch. The one thing, like, I don't, like, look at him. His armor is obviously too big for his body. Like, his shoes kind of look like Reeboks. Like, he's one of those people that's, like, awkwardly fits into his position. Like, he's trying, but he looks like he's trying too hard. Like, I think that's a good description of Steiner. You okay? I'm so tired. No. I mean, he hasn't even gotten to the top yet. How is he supposed to know? I would hate to live in medieval times, especially with all those stairs. Have you played Final Fantasy IX, Winston? If you're still here. The princess must be found. Okay. I think I found her. He's freaking out, being hounded by brigands. Fear not, princess, your night is coming. You've only played 4 and a tiny bit of 10? Well, you're in for a treat. Because this is the best fucking Final Fantasy that exists. I've got a lot of feelings about this game. And it's very pretty for the time. I'm glad that you're excited. Like, I might stop playing 10 entirely until I finish this game. They're adorable. I mean, granted, see, look at him. He's just a goofball. He tries too hard and he can't do anything. Yeah, the characters are adorable, though. Like, they were adorable in the horribly looking original version when you couldn't even see their faces. Now they're more high res, but it's fine. I really do like the style, the way that it's all the models look and everything. Alright, let's go catch this girl. What in tarnation? I really like Ruby. I don't think we get enough of Ruby. Ruby's got her own scenes. Also, Ruby's hair. I never knew growing up. You can see her character. Maybe you'll be able to tell better when she's facing. And I know I'm not the only person who thought this. We gotta interrupt this conversation. Okay. I thought she had blue hair. And then like a weird white bonnet, which I think I saw like a thing when this game came out that everyone thought that she had blue hair with a weird white bonnet, but it turns out she's actually got gray hair and like a blue bandana and nobody knew for 20 years. But it looks like she's got like a, look at me. There you go. No, look at me. She's got like a blue, back in the day it looked like she had a blue curl. Now you can tell it's like a bow. Yeah, see? But yeah. She's got some deepness to her character that I don't think is fleshed out enough. Alright, phew. Well, it looks like you finally made up your mind. But we got her. We were trying to kidnap her. It's like the guy blocking Mewtwo's caves having it. Yeah. Basically, it's the same thing. Alright. Do you work on this theater ship? I mean, that doesn't really imply that she figured it out. She just asked you a question. As you've no doubt suspected, the truth is that I'm actually Princess Garnet Tilexandros, heir to the throne of Alexandria. No! No way! And then that's where it spins everything on its head. It's like they come there to kidnap her, and the princess, who generally looks depressed throughout the entire first shots you get of her, is like, nah, kidnap me. I'm asking you to kidnap me. So then they have this really cute moment where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kidnap you. What a relatable character. Alright. Don't worry, princess. This is my friend Cinna. Whenever I see the name, I think of Hunger Games. Cinna's... Garnet, I think one thing I'd like to say, it might be hard to notice this since, you know, you're not, it's not being played by you, so you probably won't pay attention as much. But if you keep an eye on Garnet's text bubbles throughout the game, I think it's a really subtle detail into how her character grows. Princess, 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 princess. What a good boy. Where have you been? Sir, I'm sorry, sir. Okay. Alright, this is a dead end. I thought this might happen. I want to know why he's got like his own collar on him. I never noticed that before. Alright. The princess must be down there. I'll go first, sir. Eh. What do you think you're doing? Captain, sir, I'm stuck, sir. Blast it. Okay, bye. Like, he doesn't even try to help him get out. Just... You know, that's one thing about Siren. He doesn't know. You can kind of tell, but like he's got like a scar on his face, which is he never noticed that one of his men didn't have this huge scar on his face. Wow, you're really athletic, princess. I think I'm falling for you. This is nothing. I've been trained to escape the castle after all. What a waste. If only you weren't a princess. We have no time for idle banter. Come, let us move on. Is everyone named after gems? I'd say it's a pretty big theme. Not everybody, but some people have a lot of gems. But Garnet's name doesn't stay Garnet, so. Okay. We gotta get the treasure chests. I forgot where they are. Okay. That's what we're gonna do real quick before we continue with the story. Did it? There it is. And then you get yelled at for doing this, but... Okay. Did I turn it to the left? I think I turned it to the left. Yeah. Alright, now we turn it to the right. And you can get some treasure chests. I don't remember if this one gives you a treasure chest too. Yeah, it does. Okay. Alright. Zidane probably is one of my like one of my favorite male protagonists. Where is it? There it is. In the Final Fantasy series, I don't think his character gets enough credit. I mean, he's a huge difference between Squall and Cloud from the other ones. Like, they're more stoic characters. Like, even Lightning and Tidus has his cheerfulness, but I think it's not the same sort of cheerfulness that Zidane has. I think Zidane's pretty unique. I, Steiner, have come to your rescue. Just relax, princess. We'll get you out of here. Like, you didn't notice that that's not one of your knights. He has like a patchwork of a person. Yeah, he's a lovable rogue, essentially. He kind of starts out as like a skis ball. Like, he's still really lovable, but he's kind of skeezy. like all the characters in this game, they grow pretty well. All right. Oh, wait, damn it. Okay, good. We should try to steal from him because he's got some items I think that are useful. And we don't have any haste abilities. So this is going to be pretty slow. I think we can steal one more thing. Most of the enemies have 3 items that you can steal. Oh, well, oops. It's over. I'll never give up. Yeah, Blank, I would like, Zidane's, um, like, partners, boy band, um, they're all freaking the fuck out. I feel like they don't get as much of a story as they deserve. I mean, I've beaten this game 4 times, but I'd like to know about Blank and his weird patchwork body. I love the middle guy because he looks just like he's arrived. He's wearing stuff you'd find in a kitchen. He kind of acts that way too, to be honest. And then Prince Schneider and his kingdom will be mine. Wahahahaha. Okay. Why, my poor Marcus. I don't like Marcus's design because I'm like, how do you see with that bandana over your eyeballs? Like he looks kind of like a goblin because his mouth, kind of like his lower jaw, comes up a little bit more. He's got some teeth, and then his eyes are covered by his bandana. So I'm like, how do you function? I mean, Marcus is cool and all, but how? I saw like I never saw the show, but I saw like the old movie, like the 2000. I think Ben Affleck was Daredevil. I saw that one. But I mean, they never talk about him being blind. I just think it's Final Fantasy. who, 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 what? What did I do? What did I say that was so wrong? I mean, but why? I'm not wrong. I know the movie was bad. That's why I haven't seen it since I saw it like 15 years ago. I'll eventually watch the show. No, I'm so sorry I've offended you. Oh, what's all this? Like this right here is like a real good testament to Steiner. Like he's so confused. Like he doesn't even realize that he's on the stage of the play that he was just watching before all this happens. Like it just shows how much of like a goofball he is. Like he's very clearly confused, whereas everyone else is like, "We're obviously on stage." Oh, Marcus, I missed you so. It's her favorite play, so she knows all the words. Well, they're improvising, so that doesn't even matter, but how are they going to improvise it? What direction should they take it in? Whereas Steiner's just sitting there with his on his face. Foolish banter. I'll not allow it. Cornelia shall marry none other than this man, Prince Schneider. Is that not so, Prince Schneider? And he's like, marry the prince? Like, he's so. Oof. That's one of the things I like about his character, though, a lot, is that his mind is on one goal, and it's a good goal. But other than that, he can't really pick up on other signals, and I think it's kind of endearing. He's like 33, and I'm like, more and more I get closer to that age, and I don't understand how he can be so. Ooh, space cadet? Is that the word? This wedding is for thine own welfare. Be mindful of that. Now is my moment of vengeance. Let me announce my vengeance before I commit the act. No. Yeah, like an airhead. Like airheaded. That's the word I'm looking for. And princess. Prithee, forgive my selfishness, father, and spare my sweet Marcus. And Sedane's like, Rip Aerith. What have I done? Am I never to hear her loving voice again? She just asked for him to spare Marcus. And Marcus is like, nah, fam. Oh my. She's so ugly. And I really want to know why. Maybe I have to really pay attention to her character more. Maybe they do actually say why she is so gross. Now, where could Garnet be? Boo hoo hoo. Like, even her whole chest is just shaking. Yeah, so sad. Like, no one noticed you guys just standing there for that whole time. Fool! That friendship that you guys built in those 5 seconds matters not. Puck's like, fuck off and bye. And Steiner really thinks that Aerith. See, thanks. Now I'm saying Aerith. Steiner really thinks that Garnet's dead. When Vivi showed up in KH2, I thought it was... yeah, I could see that, because they look the same. Yeah, it is Vivi. And Vivi's a boy. It sounds like... He sounds like a girl in KH2. But I think that's because Vivi's supposed to be 9. Or look 9. But yeah, it's Vivi. Let's get out of here. Steiner, don't follow me anymore. Yeah, Vivi's a small baby. Marcus is like, I don't know what's happening. Stubborn as always, aren't you? Come on, princess, let's ditch Sir Rust-a-Lot and get out of here. Hey kid, you okay? Vivi's like, yeah. Alright. Alright, so... This is another one of those, like, dumb fake battles, but it's fine. You can still use special effects here, and I don't know why. Because they don't do any damage, so... I can't steal. And Garnet, as much as I love her, doesn't do much, so we're just gonna have her guard. She's a great healer, and if you level her up right, she's good in combat, but other than that, she's useless, unless you put on the cheats, and then she hits for 9/9 damage every single time, which is fantastic. But we're not gonna play like that. Alright. Cinna is so scary looking. They, well, back in the day, if you want to get specific, you had action replay, and I cheated my way through Final Fantasy X. But the HD version of Final Fantasy IX in the PS4 has built-in cheats. So you do like 9/9 damage, no random battles. Some other, I think there's like 2 other ones. And you can turn them on and off at like a press of a button. So sometimes I accidentally turn it on. Which I hope I don't do. Because I don't want to play with them for the stream. the queen has built-in cannons with, like, harpoons with chains on them is wild to me. I mean, that really makes you think, like, what in the world was she planning for, that she has, like, 17 cannons built into this part of the castle that's where ships come to do plays, you know? Alright, our first real boss battle. Alright, so... Alright, let's cure up, BB. He's a little low. Fireboy's little bro, yep. I didn't realize Garnet's hair thing wasn't a barrette. Oh. I'll not fall for such an old trick. He thinks he's being smart. I don't understand how he can't just feel the presence of the bomb behind him, but you know. Oops. I don't want item. I want... Oh, I'm... That was weird. It looked like it was grayed out. It's so big. That's what she said. It's a bomb! Like, it's so big. You're telling me he can't just see it out of his peripheral? We won! I feel like this is... It's going by a lot faster than I remember. Now he notices. So, these people were supposed to kidnap... Supposedly they kidnapped Garnet against her will. So they kidnapped her daughter. And yet she threw harpoons into them and blew them up, knowing her daughter's on the ship. Like... I'm half paying attention because I'm getting my butt handed me. But yeah, he was there. He was behind him the whole time. Yeah. Like, he just was like, I'm not gonna fall for these dumb tricks. So she's very clearly upset that they got away. But it's like, if I were a mother, I would want to do anything to get my kid back. But I wouldn't blow up the ship that my kid is on because I could kill her. Just, you know, some food for thought. If I can't... Yeah, essentially. It's like, obviously she's not here, so... Oh, I spelled characters wrong. My bad. Let's fix that. Alright. I never imagined you would do such a thing. Perhaps you're not a helpless little girl anymore. So she doesn't actually think that Garnet got kidnapped. Which is kind of strange if you think about it. Because her immediate thought is she left of her own accord, not that they took her. I mean, you could tell, but still, you know, she's pretty far away from the stage. She can hear their conversation. Yes, Your Majesty, it's combat ready. Easily terminate Princess Garnet. It can, Your Majesty. I need her alive. Bring her back at once. If you needed her alive, you shouldn't have tried to blow up the ship. Right where she was standing. Just thoughts. Alright. So, we got the charming bandits. We've got the rebellious princess, the stubborn knight or protector, and then the queen, who it's hard to tell her intentions, but you can clearly tell that she definitely wants Garnet back, but not because she's worried about her. Dragon Ball Legends. Just our luck to crash into this forest. What do you mean, interesting, boss? I hear no one's ever made it out of here alive. Great. Quit your whining and get it under control. I never knew until the HD version that Baku wasn't even a person. I just thought he was like a big dude, but it actually looks like he's a weird pig rabbit. Alright. Hurry up and put out the fire. Just throw in the musicians. What the hell are you doing? The whole ship's gonna burn up. They're looking for Garnet. Can't find her anywhere. Maybe she fell off, got squashed under the ship. This is great. First we kidnap her, then we kill her. We'll hang for sure. Alright, Zidane, I'm surprised you made it. I can't believe you jumped off. You're nuts, you know that? I didn't jump off. I got thrown out from the impact. So is everyone okay? Yeah, we've got all the devil's luck. But if we don't find Princess Garnet, we're all dead meat. Alright. ATEs. ATEs are great for this specific stream purpose because we're going to be wanting to flesh out the story and talk about all the characters. But when I was playing it originally, I hated it. I was like, I don't care about anybody but Zidane and Garnet. But essentially these give you different perspectives of all the characters at the same time that you're doing something, but those characters aren't with you, if that makes sense. Alright. Let's go find out what happened to the princess. Alright, so this is the second area of the game. Very clearly called the Evil Forest. We can talk a little bit more once we get into it about the story behind this place, but she's in trouble. What the hell is that? What is it? And then Steiner magically got here, of course, because he's the knight in shining armor, and he's got to show up at all times because he's her protector. Like Zidane, you would think as like a obvious opposite of Garnet, that he's supposed to be her knight in shining armor and her protector, and that's not the sort of thing that I'm getting from here. Like, I feel like they're definitely opposites, but Steiner plays the knight in shining armor role for Garnet a lot. And I don't think Zidane is ever meant to take that position away from him. Alright, could it really be trance? I've heard of it before. Trance is induced by a surge of emotion because he's super pissed that this plant took his girl. Alright, so we have to essentially attack this thing without it. No. No. We don't want it to attack Garnet, because you can attack Garnet here, essentially, because you have to keep her alive throughout all this. Alright, but you don't want to, you can also kill her, and then it's a game over, and I didn't save, so we don't want that to happen. But alright, let's keep on keeping on. Oh, he's still absorbing. I should probably heal her. Yeah, she's getting low on HP. I know this is no time to be attacking. I know. Don't kill her. Okay, good. Potion. Okay, good. I got worried there. I was like, I think she's gonna die. Oh, my voice cracked. But I think we're doing okay. 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 Will this kill it or no? Are you done getting your ass handed to you in Overwatch, Winston? I hope that you've turned it around and are showing the people what it's like to get their ass handed to them. Also, who is your... Why? Didn't I just heal her? Oh, I think I healed the prison cage. My bad. You're still getting your ass kicked? Who do you main in Overwatch? This is taking longer than I thought. Just die. Sombra for fun and Reinhardt to win. I'm a D.Va main. I pretty much can't play anything else other than D.Va. I like to think I'm a pretty decent D.Va main. Oh god. How many times am I gonna have to heal her? I can play like Soldier or I don't think I can play anybody else, to be honest. I'm not a very good Overwatch player. But yeah. Those are my mains. Basically D.Va, sometimes Soldier. I want to try the new hero Baptiste, but I haven't had a chance to play yet. Alright, what the heck? Where'd they go? She's gone. I did, and then I stopped because I was horrible at it. So now I play NPC. I was too scared to cast any spells. That monster's probably gonna eat her. Steiner is really self-deprecating. Zidane's a bit more optimistic in serious situations, and I don't think that's... I'm excited to try out Baptiste. Like, I think that's probably the only healer I'll ever be able to play. Yeah, like, I think Zidane's... He starts out being portrayed as, like, a pretty positive character, especially in this situation. God damn it. I'm not ready for this. Whereas Steiner's very hard on himself and very self-deprecating, but I don't feel that Zidane's optimism is actually positive. I feel like it's pretty much empty optimism to reassure the other people around him rather than himself. Because he pretty much knows that it's a pretty dire situation. I don't have any sword art. Yeah, he's like the parent of the group, essentially. And but I also think the people of the group believe his optimism in the sense that they probably think Zidane believes it too, and he's not just saying it to reassure them. I just think he tries to keep things together. You know, he's the knot of the group. Whereas you would think Steiner, being 33 years old, would be able to keep it together. as well, you know, a grown ass man, but he's definitely all over the place. All right. Oh, and we have a new viewer. Hello, welcome to the party. Oh fuck, I probably have to heal Vivi now. I'm not paying attention to Vivi's health at all. Yeah. Let's not heal the prison cage again by accident, like we did the last time. Vivi's 10 times more helpful in this situation than Garnet is. Um, and I don't really know how to analyze that part right here when it comes to these two characters, because Vivi is a pretty anxiety like ridden character. Like, he's very nervous, and the fact that he's able to step up and help them with his magic is um like pretty cool of him for being a kid. Whereas Garnet, I mean, she doesn't have any offensive magic, but when she's taken, she straight up just kind of sits there. You know, it doesn't even try to like hit it with his with her staff. You guys are lucky. If it weren't for Zidane, you'd both be dead. Some of the monsters in this forest reproduce by planting seeds in other animals. And when the seeds sprout, it's hasta la vista. You become beef jerky. Am I gonna die? No, you're gonna be fine. Here, drink this. It'll remove the seeds from your body. Like, does that mean you just vomit? Or does it, like, come out of your skin? Princess, I'm coming right now. Like, so devoted to his duty that he's trying to go find the princess while he's slowly dying. You're in no condition. Don't worry about the princess. The boss will think of something. Get some rest. Yeah, and take that medicine I gave you. Alright. Yeah, this... I think this is the room that they were standing at the beginning of the game. But it's fucking wrecked. This is obviously poison. Yeah, Steiner's also very paranoid about stuff he doesn't understand. Um, which is pretty representative of specific members of society, but he's very, I wouldn't say he's hostile, but he's definitely suspicious of almost anything that doesn't fit into his frame of mind that is essentially military, being in the castle, doing his job in the capital city, you know, things of that nature. So you get to experience that with Steiner as you travel around, and you're like, Steiner's always a little like, this guy's a bad person, or this person's this, or whatever, we can't trust so and so, and everyone else is like, chill the fuck out. Trust me, we go out now and we'll all get wasted. My boys come before the princess, you know, it's too bad. We're gonna stay put till everyone recovers. You better not set one foot outside this ship. You got that? I can't believe you're abandoning her. You're nothing but a big coward. Eke. But I mean, it's the smarter thing. Alright, so we've got two events. The first one is time to escape. I forgot who this one's about. Oh, this is Steiner's. The structure's in poor condition. Perhaps I can break out by ramming into the wall. I don't think that's a good idea, buddy. Nobody helps you if you scream fire. They all know that the whole freaking ship's on fire. What's this? What an ugly doll. Princess Garnet, age 15? How dare they write the princess's name on such a ragged doll? Besides, the princess is not 15, she's 16. Princess. Yeah, he's so sad. He'll be fine, though. Alright, and then this one is Ruby's. We get a couple Ruby ones, which is nice because then we get to sort of see more of Ruby's character. Because I wish there was more of her. I like Ruby. What am I supposed to do now? Very short. She was just left behind in the city. My little baby. Cinna is, I forgot how old Cinna's supposed to be. And Cinna is portrayed as sort of like, he's that scary looking dude that's kind of like a teddy bear. As you get in this little active time event right here, because he's looking for his stuffed doll. Um, he really likes the Garnet doll. But um, he's like portrayed as like this dirty, scary looking dude, but he's actually like a huge teddy bear. And I think, oh, the Winston of the group. Excuse me, I like burped. But I mean, are you a dirty scraggly dude who's scary to look at? Oh, the poor little doll. But yeah, I think like his character is. I wish his was a little bit more interesting. He's just sort of like the basic like, I'm this dirty, scary looking dude, but I'm actually, you know, harmless. You know, I gave that black mage some medicine. He'll be all right. And Blank, they never really describe it, but Blank is straight up like look at him, like he's a Frankenstein, and I don't actually know why. Um, and I feel like if we knew why or whatever happened to Blank's body, um, we would be able to understand more about his character and his journey. There's money up here. Where is it? Yeah. And that's something I would like to know more about because, as we'll come to learn in this whole segment, like Blank's character is, it's pretty, it's pretty sweet. Like Blank's pretty cool. Um, and we've already gotten the very basic Zidane character, aside from being the flirt and the likes to make sure everyone stays optimistic. Like he's definitely like the I want to help people all the time. Like he helped Steiner, even though Steiner was a jerk. He helped Vivi multiple times, even though he has no idea who Vivi is. He's never met Vivi before this day, and he wants to go help Garnet, even though that could certainly mean he dies. You know, it's a dangerous forest. No one's ever made it out alive, as they said. So, you know, we've already gotten those three basic traits, very basic hero traits in the stories. Um, you know, and in a basic hero tale, fantasy's tale, you know, a fantasy hero. Um, but the one thing I like about it is that these are the very basic traits that we're going to get, but there's so much more to their characters than these surface level traits that are, um, okay, I guess we're done talking, that are essentially in most fantasy stories, like basic fantasy stories. There are exceptions, you know, I'm not trying to generalize, but um, in most stories with those sort of hero narratives, that is it. Like they're the optimist, the flirt, the hero, the protector, you know, and there's that's their character. But in this, you get all their surface traits and those stereotypes. But there's so much more to it and so much more depth to explain why they are that why they project that sort of persona. And I think that's probably one of the most intriguing things about this game, for me at least. Um, maybe I think that's probably one of the reasons why I think Zidane is probably one of the more compelling heroes, you know, over, you know, the stoic heroes like Squall or Cloud, and even like, I don't know, doing a really good job of selling this game. It isn't my usual kind of game, but aw, thanks! I'm glad that I'm doing a good job. I mean, you don't have to play, you could just watch me play. If you don't want to play. Though I recommend playing it because it's definitely an experience. Shut up, Blank. Let me do what I gotta do. Um, but I mean, Zidane's even more compelling than like Titus or Titus, however you want to say it. I'm gonna say Titus because that's how they say it in Dissidia. But yeah, like Titus is like he's a happy-go-lucky, like goofy hero, but he's not. I don't know. He's great, but at the same time, he's no Zidane. All right, now we gotta go rescue the princess, but we gotta go tell the boss that we're gonna go against what he told us to do, which was essentially I've got all these things equipped already. Okay. All right. And then here's Marcus, and I don't really know too much about Marcus to be honest. Um, maybe in this run through we'll be able to find out a little bit more about him. But all right, I think he's in here. Yeah, he is. All right, and Baku is he's if you've never we have another follow or another viewer in the channel. So if you've never played the game or you didn't see the beginning, Baku is essentially the leader of the Tantalus group, this band of bandits, But he's portrayed as like their leader. He's very rough with the boys, um, and it's gonna be fun to go through the story and to even see Baku's character of how different he is than he initially comes off. Because he's that sort of like right here. He's like, I'm gonna bust you up for breaking the rules. Like he's definitely like a tough love sort of father figure, I guess, to these guys. Like he's definitely like, you didn't do what I told you to do. All right, I'm gonna punch you now. Like this is how you're gonna learn. You won't do it again if I beat you up, sort of thing. Um, so I remember playing as a kid, and I was like, well, I don't like him. Like he's mean. Like there's no reason he needs to treat them this way. It's unfair. He just wants to help the princess. But um, it's definitely interesting to see, or to at least see his character through the eyes of an older person now. Um, I mean, I definitely wouldn't want him to be my father, but I don't think he's a pretty. I don't think he's a bad dude. All right, let's get through this fight so we can chat more about the story and the characters. It's interesting. Is your perception changed on any other characters as I grew up? Yeah, definitely Steiner. Steiner, I hated Steiner growing up. Even as I got towards the end of the game, I was like, he's still really annoying. Um, I don't really want anything to do with him. Like, whatever. Um, but my perception on him has deeply changed as I replayed through this game like 4 times. And I don't want to give too much away about his character because it's fun to see it as it happens. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Um, and I think another character, we've only had a glimpse of Beatrix, but my perception of Beatrix has definitely changed. Um, I didn't really care too much for her either. And I think um, the antagonist who we haven't met, I mean, there's multiple antagonists, but the antagonist who we haven't met yet either, I didn't really care for him either. Like, I didn't think he was an interesting antagonist at all. Um, but now I find him more sympathetic. Now that I'm older and able to sort of understand why he is the way he is. Um, so that'll be fun to chat about once we get to it. And I think I'm trying to think if there's any characters that went the other way for me. But I don't think so because most of the characters I think in this are pretty good and don't really have too many things that would make you dislike, even if they're bad characters. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Steiner now. Like, even if they're not good people, like they're still good characters. Um, I think the only character that maybe I went the other way that I was sort of like he's interesting to like a jerk is a character we also haven't met yet. Named he's the Sid of the group of Final Fantasy 9. Um, he's definitely probably like the least likable Sid of all Final Fantasy Sids that I can recall that I've played. You know, because I haven't played every single Final Fantasy. But all right, take it easy. Jeez, I'm gonna go look for her now. I'll let you come with me if you promise to be good. What do you say, Rusty? Yeah, see, he's straight up just like, screw you guys. You're just a bunch of thieves. You know. I mean, granted, it's pretty clear that Garnet wasn't kidnapped, but he's kind of got some blinders on. Like he really doesn't want to acknowledge that um, the princess left of her own accord, um, which is really um, I don't know. It's telling of who he is because he definitely doesn't want to go against what his job role is, which is um, straight up like I gotta do the rescue the princess. She's above him in the command sphere, you know, so he can't think of her doing anything remotely wrong, you know, in his eyes. Um, so he's sort of put those blinders on of anything negative that could be happening in the castle because that's who he works for. That's his queen. That's his princess. And, you know, they couldn't be doing anything bad, you know, because he's got to stay loyal to his people and his country. So it's pretty telling of his character right now and where he's at. All right. We gotta go save the princess now, right? Oh gosh, I should heal up before we go out. All right. And I think we'll be pretty much ready to go, and I can't put any of that on Steiner, so are we ready to go yet? Oh no, we have to go get Vivi. Yikes. Well, we can go get Vivi and I can chat about Vivi then. Um so yeah, let's not talk to you, Marcus. Let's go talk to Vivi first. All right. Now Vivi straight up was just like, okay, be careful. And Vivi, I mean, Vivi's a kid. It's unclear of how old Vivi actually is. I think he's not very old at all. Um, I won't say how old yet because we haven't gotten to that part. But in his character description, he's, as I stated before, 9 years old, or looks to be 9 years old, 8 or 9 or something like that. You know, and as a kid is wont to do, he's quite nervous and second guesses himself and his abilities. You know, and Zidane's pretty sort of like you need to believe in yourself sort of thing. And I think half the time V's probably like, I don't believe you, but okay. um, but meeting like it's so interesting to see that Steiner respects Vivi by calling him Master Vivi when he's clearly a small child. Um, I mean, he was still breaking the rules earlier too. Like um, he snuck past the ropes at that thing and like was getting chased by the Pluto Knights and excuse me and all that other stuff. And yet he still respects him over Zidane. And I think probably the only reason he doesn't respect Zidane is because of how he looks and kidnapping the princess and all other stuff. Whereas like Vivi, no matter that he's a kid, he's a powerful mage, and I'll respect that. You know, I think that's pretty cool. Ugh, she's not even my type. I came down here to give you this. You're always thinking about me, but I won't need a love potion. Yeah, Zidane really likes to deflect. um, I don't personally think that Zidane is always thinking of girls. I think that's um, he expects his fellow brothers to think that he's always thinking about girls. You know, um, I mean, of course, he wants to go save the princess because I think he's interested in her. Um, but I don't think that's actually why he's going to save her. I think it's a standard, like, she needs to be helped. I don't think he expects anything from it. How about never? Which is which is interesting. All right, let's save before I die because I haven't saved in a while. Acting cocky to impress the gang and not seem too emotional. Yeah, essentially. Like I think he truly feels the way that he's acting, but I think that's like 5% of how he actually feels. All right. Let's go back into the evil forest. I remember skipping all the battles that you have to do through here and then getting wrecked at the boss. Alright, another. This is interesting because we're talking about the orchestra. You don't. The orchestra is. Like, why should we care about the orchestra? But it's a good sense of world building that you get to see so many different kinds of people in the sphere of Gaia, you know? Because it's like, who gives a shit about the orchestra and what they're doing? But they're just doing it. But I think for for me at least, the way I see it is that this specific scene, like, why would you care about the orchestra? They're none of them are the main characters. You don't ever actually interact with them. But I think it tells you that there was more to this group called Tantalus that just seemed like a bunch of bandits and meets the eye. Like, these are a bunch of bandits and yet they have a band and they're disciplines and they can do the theater and the arts and have costumes and all those sorts of things. I think really helps describe what Tantalus is more so than just a band of thieves that the world sees them as, which is, what they project out. That's how they want to be seen. You know, do as I say, not as I do. Are you sure about this? Yeah, don't worry, we'll be out of here soon too. Here, take this map. It's going to be a long trip back to Lindblum, which is another city. We were just in Alexandria, for those people that don't know. Alright, I'm counting on ya. So we sent Blank on a secret mission. We don't know what that secret mission is yet. I feel like what... Alright, let me double check what level I'm at. It's gonna be rough. Part of me is like, should I just turn on the cheats since this whole stream series is gonna be about the story? Let's save real quick. If I die, then maybe we'll do that. Just because we're here to talk about the story. We're not here to be difficult. Alright. Alright, let's keep going. Yes, speed run. Speed run with 999 damage. I'm sorry if you came here for a speed run, you're in the wrong place. But I don't know why. If you have not played it before, I wouldn't. Oh, I've beaten the game 4 times. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, if this is your first time playing, don't use the boosts. I specifically didn't want to. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, do I? Okay, I don't have any of them on. Because I'm like, I don't have any random battles happening. And I need to level up before this boss, But yeah, thanks for the tip. And I also agree with that, with you, the final Furian. Don't use boost if it's your first time playing. You'll really not get the full experience. But yeah, no, I thought I Usually you get more of random battles here, and yet I didn't get a single random battle before this boss. So I might die, and if I do, I'm really sorry. I don't want to turn on the boost though this playthrough. So hopefully, fingers crossed that that doesn't happen. So, yeah. um, but yeah, have you played the game before, Final Furion? Because I'd like to know your opinion on this Final Fantasy, if you have. Because I'm definitely biased to it being, oh wait, we want sword magic. I'm really biased, like it's my favorite, so. Oh god, I'm gonna try to read and play this at the same time. Okay. Okay, right on. Use the money. It is the best boost without ruining the game for yourself. I also thought that that was here when I recently was worried because I didn't get into a fight. Oh god. He's it's fine. All right. Oh, you're also streaming Final Fantasy 9 though? I'll drop you a follow because I would love to watch you play Final Fantasy. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like an expert in this game. Um, oh, Phoebe, no. It's fine. And thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I'm like making a fool of myself. I think this FF has a great story and the way they portray it as a play with it. Yes, thank you. I think that is like, oh god, we're all gonna die. I'll comment on your thing in a second. Yeah, we're all gonna die. It's not my fault. I had no chance to level up. We're gonna redo it and we're gonna fix it. I apologize. But yeah, I think this FF has a great story and the way they portray it as a play in the 8 cut is always great. Yes, acidic mentality. I completely agree. Um, the 8s as a kid, I didn't appreciate. I wasn't um, pretty well versed. How to? I'm gonna turn on 999 just for like a couple seconds. I hope nobody minds. Um, but I think it really helps you, especially because we'll be talking about it in this stream as I continue. It really helps you understand all the other characters. So I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about it before, but like you get to find out about Ruby and like see what Ruby's doing. And I wish we could find out more about what Ruby's doing, but you know, I think that's amazing. All right, we're just gonna quickly go through this fight. I'll probably spend like off camera grinding up so that way I can spend more time just doing the fights and not dying. It's all for fun. I agree. I said I love the series as a whole. It's brilliant. I like seeing also the letters you get for. Yes, Ruby's letters are great. Did I not turn it on? Oh, yeah. Oh no, wrong one. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, sorry. Um, I love Ruby's letters. It sucks you into the world, you know? Um, and that's like the beauty of it. That's why I love this game in particular. It just gives you so much. I'm sorry if my mic's really loud. Looks like it keeps going up, but it really like makes you feel like you're a part of it. All right. She was literally just poisoned, Steiner. It's fine. She's not gonna be able to. Thanks. Thanks for, because I like keep looking over and it's like yellow. And I was like, stop. All right, let's keep going. Princess, please try to drink all of it. Is she gonna be okay? Oh man. I remember this made me so nervous as a kid. All right. Let's get out of here. All right, let's keep going. Um, oh god, no, run, 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 run. I know we're gonna have to fight some of these, which is fine because we need to level up. Oops. All right. I love Steiner. He's either getting annoyed or shouting or being scolded. Yes. Like Steiner is literally complain. He complains the entire time. Um, and I think, but it's like not like it doesn't make you annoyed. Oh, they're all still. How the? Okay, hold on. How? Turn it off. Okay. Do you guys? Oh, okay. I turned it off. I was like, I had auto battle on and I didn't want that. Um, but yeah, no, he complains all the time, but in a way that doesn't make you like annoyed. You know, while you're playing, you're not like, oh, Steiner, stop. You're just like, Steiner. There he is again. But I think what he complains about changes throughout the story because you can tell he's pretty like um, he's pretty prejudiced to like be honest throughout the story. Um, but like he stops complaining about yeah he's hard-headed, he's stubborn, he's really set in his ways, and he's got his own like he looks at Blank and Zidane and immediately judges them based off what they look like and how they dress and all those other sorts of things, and he really complains about that to complaining about more things that matter more later. The scene is insane. Oh no, I didn't mean that. I spent a lot of time laughing at him jumping up and down and going mad at Zidane when he's trying to do his duty. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see that. He totally like he's not unfounded in his skepticism and whatever. I agree. Um, but sometimes like it's definitely harsh. I think like there's a scene later when he's talking to Marcus and when he's with Garnet and Marcus is clearly trying to help them, but he's straight up like, no. And I was like, after everything you've been through, like calm down. He's just trying to help. Um, but I don't think he's wrong for it. But I just think it's interesting as like an outside perspective. You can see that it's like calm down, it's okay, but at the same time you can sympathize with Steiner a lot. Um, and I really like how much he grows throughout from being the Steiner he is now to the one he ends up being at the end. But I don't want to spoil it because I know there's people here who haven't gotten that far. All right. A tiny little tent that they obviously all fit in. Have you nothing to say, you filth? All right. And she's awake. All right. How did I survive? You brought me here? It's my sworn duty to protect you at any cost. He wants to be the big spoon and the little spoon in the tent. uh, can you even fit both spoons in that tent? That monkey deserves no praise. None of this would have happened if you and your band hadn't abducted the princess. And how dare you claim that you've rescued her? When we get back to Alexandria, I will. What a coincidence, eh? We went to snatch her and she wanted to be snatched. Yeah, Steiner's disbelief at that. I'm like, you saw how depressed she was. Like, if you're meant to guard the princess, I feel like he would have seen how hard things were for her. We must leave this dangerous place at once. Well, we can't. It's late, and she just got better. Yeah, see? She hasn't even fully recovered yet. He's... All right, tell me, how do you plan to get out of here? You think on that. I also love Steiner's his armor. Like I like how he's got like those it looks like his pants aren't big enough for him. So he shows that little bit of ankle. I think it's very telling for him. I mean, granted, do they all wear them like that? Now that I think about it, I mean, you stare at Steiner for so long. I've noticed it, but I don't remember if all the rest of the Pluto Knights have ankles showing chainmail. I will never follow you. State your sworn duty. What else? To protect Princess Garnet till Alexandros. Yeah, some of the knights have it's true, they do have bikinis. Thinks it wasn't hard for her since it was her last birthday. I noticed her. Oh, that's true. You're right. That's true. You're right. Like it was a more recent change. I did forget about that. Yeah, because in that one cutscene, he did seem a little shocked that she was depressed. You're right. All right. I think. How you feeling? Good. Thanks to that medicine you gave me. Could this be? Yeah, I was surprised too. After we beat that big plant guy, the forest got completely petrified. Vivi told me that you were able to escape because of your friends. Yeah, poor Blank. I like Blank a lot. Who are your guys' favorite characters, by the way? I mean, I'm pretty partial to Garnet. I've always been partial to Garnet my entire life, but I know other people have other characters. Vivi's your favorite character? Always Vivi, yeah. Vivi's cute. Vivi's cute. I think my roommate really likes Vivi as well. But her first introduction to Vivi was in Kingdom Hearts. Are you all right? Yeah, she's fine. She's just been through a time. It's fine. See, there he goes again. He's like everything's gonna be fine. He don't know that. Steiner looks like me. Like when I'm done with my work day, my freaking back is aching. All right, first time I've ever seen anyone escape from the evil forest. He has a full breakdown to who he is, even though, yeah, yeah, that's the one thing I really like, and like we'll get to that. Um, but that's the one thing I really like about Zidane's character is like you just get to go through his entire like why he is the way he is, and uh, I don't want to give away too much for some of the people, but yeah, yeah, like Vivi is his character story arc is great, and I don't think I appreciated it enough my first like two playthroughs. I don't want to read these, but his face plants they break my heart. Like they're so funny, and I'm always like, but why, Vivi? Like maybe you should just pull up your pants just a little bit so you stop tripping over yourself. All right. With this flute, you can call us anywhere in the world. One time I pissed off the because I kept calling them by accident, and I pissed off the Moogles real bad, and I forgot what they say to you, but they say something because they get all pissy that you keep calling them, but you don't actually do anything. Who goes there? He has to have like size. Yeah, his feet have to be too big for his body. Like I have feet that are too big for my body, and I used to trip all the time until I sort of grew into them. So I always feel like bad though, because I'm like, oh, they're gonna get me mad at me. if I keep pressing it. Like they run all the way to me just for me to be like, sorry, I didn't mean to. All right. Um, what's up, Vivi? Have you ever heard of the ice cavern? Damn, they do get mad when they throw. Yeah, they do. I'm gonna have to do that when we get back out into the world map though, because it is funny. I feel bad though. I mean, what could this possibly be? It's supposed to be a beautiful place covered in ice, like the place right behind us. You like Zidane for his confidence, and Vivi because he's a scared person with no grounding. Yeah, I like those reasons to like those characters. Zidane is a horn dog. I think he's definitely a horn dog. It doesn't define his character. I don't think that I don't know how to put it, but he definitely is a horn dog, and I think it's slightly endearing. I would probably be mad in real life if I met a dude like that before I actually knew him. But I think his confidence is pretty. It makes his character pretty attractive. He's my one of my favorite male protagonists. So I like. He is cute though, and it's in a funny way. Especially him and Freya. I think their friendship is one of the best in the Final Fantasy series. I don't think I can actually think of a friendship that's on par in my own personal opinion. Maybe it like uh, I don't even know. Like nope, I can't think of one. I mean, if you guys could think of one, what? Yeah, okay, that's one that you can think of. All right, let's get this treasure chest. All right, I hate the ice cavern. It's my least favorite dungeon to go through. I think you can call these dungeons. They're in every game and always buddies. Friendship so strong. My favorite Biggs and Wedge incarnation is probably the Final Fantasy 8 one because they're just so they're dumb. They're yeah, like they're great friends, but they're definitely dumb in that one. Yeah, we're just. I said I didn't want to play with this on, but we're probably just gonna keep it on so that way I don't have to focus on it. Forever getting demoted. All right, let's go. I don't think I might not do all these in detail on stream. I might do all this like off stream because it would take a while. Not the ice cavern. The ice cavern's short, but in the future. I'm coming. You can do it, Vivi. Just so strong. Yeah, I like how you don't know much about Final Fantasy 8. Well, it's coming out with the HD remaster soon, so it looks really good. I think it's good. I need to replay it because I never actually beat it. I got all the way to the end and I never finished it. So I know stuff about it, but it's not like my most knowledgeable either. But I think I would recommend it. Like I think it's got a compelling story in some respects. But yeah, it's definitely not something I know a lot about. Go for it. Stream everything. Here's no rush to beat. Really? Yes. Wow. I'd recommend it. It's very good once you get the hang. Yeah, I never understood the junction system. I think, but I also played it like 10 years ago, so I definitely would need. Can I jump down here? How do you get down there? Oh, is it back here? Yeah. I never understood it, and so I definitely think I need to go back and play it again, because I think that's why I failed and never beat it. I got pretty far though. All right. All right. So I think. Oh wait, we had a. I. Oops. I was like, there was a point we were going for the treasure chest. I was like, why were we over here? You bought it twice on PS1 and PS. You couldn't get into the story. Yeah, I think the the story is hard for some people. Um, I liked it. You didn't like the mechanic. That yeah, I would have to agree with you, Acidic. Like, I also didn't really like the mechanics, but I also played it so long ago that I want to like retry it, see if I can like give it another chance, because the story was interesting. I got to the end, so. And I think the junction system, like, you said the Final Fury end, like, once you get the hang of it, I think the junction system would make it, once I understood it, would probably make the game more enjoyable for me, personally. No, wake up. So we gotta get through all these battles, and then we can start commenting more about what's going on. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna probably try to get to. I'd wait for the remaster coming in a couple months. I have it on Steam already and used to mod it up. So yeah, that's awesome. We're cool. You prefer 8 to 10? I still, that fake laugh though. That fake laugh's intentional. Like, I really like the fake laugh. I think it's a really good bonding moment between those two characters. Um, I prefer 10 to 8, but I think that the people who really like 8 really make it worthwhile for checking out. Like, when I hear people talk about 8, um, because they love it so much, and I'm like, I really want to love it too. So tell me everything about it. Tell me why you love it. Can I do the ha 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 ha? That's what it is. Ha 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 ha. I like it. I think it's fantastic because it is fake. But you also have to do it like really loud. Winston, if you ask Depine to do the fake laugh, I don't know if he'll get upset. I can't remember. But he'll probably do it for you if you ask him. It's funny when he does it. Unless it was a fever dream and I'm making that up and he's never actually done it before. Alright. I probably should. Yeah, going to work. First thing on Monday, ask him. I think, yeah. I was like, I have some things I need to equip. Do you have one? No. Let's put the leather hat on you. Okay. Alright. I was like, I feel like I needed to equip some stuff. But yeah, we're gonna probably get all the way to, I think, because what is it? It's 11 o'clock right now. So I think we'll finish the ice cavern. The ice cavern's pretty short. Um, I mean, we're not playing this for the battle system, so all the battles are going to be short. All the bosses, until we get deeper into the story, will probably be pretty short. Um, so I think we'll be able to talk about everything up until the next town. Is it? It's called Dolly? It's 1:37 where you are? Oh my goodness, how are you even awake? I'm also like 85 years old and need to go to, yeah, Dolly. Okay. I was like, I think it's Dolly. Um, I'm 85 years old and I go to bed at like 8 o'clock. So, but I would like to keep streaming. I could stream this game for like 8 hours, but I have to get up early in the morning. It's 11 o'clock here, so it's not super late, but it's late enough. But yeah, we'll go to Dolly and we'll chat a bit about Dolly and the story there and the people in that weird place, because Dolly's weird. I mean, I understand why, but when you first come across it, Dolly's weird. I should probably quickly heal up some of my characters real fast. There we go. Alright. I don't think I've ever gotten that treasure chest before. Alright. So, yeah, we'll get through here. We'll do the boss, and we'll talk about the boss a little bit. Hell yeah, I'm gonna stream the whole game. It's my favorite game in existence. Let's go this way first. You're gonna get to experience the story. It's one of my favorite stories to talk about. So, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming the whole game. Don't you worry. Yeah, Black Waltz #1. There's 3 Black Waltz, so I think my favorite's probably Black Waltz #3. There are 3 Black Waltz, right? I'm talking about it's my favorite game, and I'm asking all these questions. But yeah, okay. Um, Black Waltz 3 is my favorite out of all of them. I think Black Waltz #1's a little bitch, and I don't like him. So I'm glad he. Yeah, Muggles can't catch a break. They suffer a lot. Like you. Yeah, you do have to fight the third twice. Um. Oh, I didn't want to. Okay. Do you have a? You have a letter from Moist Gumo. Okay, I will deliver your letter. Alright, let's save real fast. Ow. I know you find Muggles like in ice, and you find Muggles in war-torn nations, and they're just suffering. And yet I'm like super used to like the Muggles in 14 recently, and they're all like, I just deliver mail and live in the forest. Alright. I bet you, like, freaking Steiner's armor is, like, rusted to his... Not rusted, but, like, stuck to his body with how cold it is. Remember, though, with the magnet, even if they read the mail, click them again. Oh, you're right. Yeah, the tongue on flagpole thing. It's essentially his entire body. You are right. You gotta double check with that. I don't think... I'm gonna have to remember to do that with all of them, because I always messed up the magnet. That's one thing I never actually did, and I know for this version, I think you get achievements. And since I'm gonna be trying to platinum it, since I played it like forever ago on the PlayStation 1. Wait, what? Are you asking about the tongue on flagpole thing? Oh no. Garnet, not you too. Everyone's fucking cold. And you're like the least dressed. Except for Steiner. Yeah. Yeah, they're not cold. They're not freezing to death. They're falling asleep. Alright, what's that sound? And you gotta go explore. And we get to go meet our first... I mean, I guess the other boss was like the real boss, like a boss, but like I guess this is like the first plot boss. I guess story boss. Yeah, you should be dead. This is a fun boss battle. Um, but we're not here for the mechanics. Yeah, it's tough without the boosts. Um, but we're playing with boosts, everybody. I'm entitled to use the boosts. But um, you do find out that the Black Waltz was sent by Queen Brienne from an earlier um, cutscene. Um, she's the combat ready experiments that she sends after them. You know, after she tried to blow up the ship that her daughter was on. Bye, Winston. Thanks for coming. I do appreciate your support. I'll fill you in on what you missed the next time you come back. But yeah, she's essentially, we don't know why yet, but yeah, she's essentially sending some stuff after Garnet to return her back to 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 them. Hello? What's up? Yes. Hi. Yeah, you can hang out. I won't be able to hear you very well because I got the headphones on. But Winston just left. But yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy 9. We're talking about the story you need to play. But yeah, so you defeated number 1, but number 2 and number 3 will reclaim the princess. Who's there? I guess. Yeah, I don't like Zorn and Thorn. I don't know about you guys, but I think they're probably like they're interesting, but they're my least favorite characters. Nugget! Hi. It's okay. Alright. What just happened? It's no big deal. I like how he just doesn't tell them. Yeah, they are a pair of assholes. Like, and I don't like the one that does. I can't remember if it's Zorn or Thorn who talks like fucking Yoda, but I don't like them. He said nothing happened. Why are you being so rude? But yeah, I feel like he totally should have been like, hey, I just fought like this big, like, sea lion. Nope. Alright, let's continue on out of the ice cavern. But yeah, Black Waltz number 5 is, not number 5, number 1. Number 1's fight is pretty tame compared to Heroes Don't Need Praise. It's pretty it's hard. It's a hard fight without the boost, but I think it's pretty like tame compared to the other ones. He sort of gives up pretty fast. Like he just dies. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Oh, you got the nugget. Nugget. Okay, you hang out back there. It's fine. You don't need to say hello to the stream. It's okay. Can bring him to me? Say hello. Say hello to the stream, Nugget. Everybody wants to say hi. That's not what you need to do. Don't rub up against the mic. Say hello. Okay, I'll let you go. Okay. Alright. That's no nugget, that's a full chicken. Oh, I just like blew up the mic there, sorry. But yeah, he's a chunky boy. He's got an Instagram. Hyacinth Hubris if you're interested. Yeah, he's actually lost some weight, so he's 13 pounds now. Alright. I feel I want to What should we have to rename Garnet soon? What should we name her? Should we name her the standard name, or should we name her? Wait, what? No, but granted, her new name will be like her alias, because her name's Garnet. Like that doesn't you can't change that. Yeah, but you can change Dagger. I'm yeah, like I'm probably gonna stick with Dagger. Danger? To call her Danger? No, I like Dagger. I used to change it all the time, but it's very Timdy. I like the meaning and significance behind Dagger, just because when you name her Dagger, like it it plays into the story later. Just call her Princess. Tone mocker. That way, everyone just calls her Princess the whole game. I was going to see if I could change her name to Garnet. I did that once. I changed her name to Garnet, and I was like, you guys are trying to keep her identity a secret, but you just keep calling her Garnet. You may have been to that village. Let's go visit. I like how you just. We gotta give you a new identity. Hello, Nugget. Yes, hello. Meow meow. Insolent fool. Alright. See, he says address her as princess. These are all great names that you're recommending. I do appreciate them. I like Dem 4. That's cool. Who do you think you are? I don't take orders from a stuck-up jerk like you. What a comeback. I guess she's straight up just got this giant dagger. It's like the same size as her upper body. I like if you do change her name though, it's like she's holding this and she's like, that's a dagger. And then you can pick her name and you can pick anything else besides dagger. And it's like, well, then why'd you bother asking what this was? He's trying to impress her with his knowledge. She wanted nothing to do with it. It's a weapon, be careful. And Vivi's got no input. From now on, my name is. We can change it later if we get tired of it. I think we'll just stick with Dagger. It'll be simpler that way. But unfortunately, emoticons are unavailable, so. Snap. Was anyone a lefty in this game? Because I don't see the point of putting their dominant hand information if no one's a lefty. I like how she's got to ask him for permission. Um, let's work on your speech. Try to sound more casual. No, you're wrong. That's one of the things I really like about Garnet's progression throughout the game, and it happens so slowly that it seems almost natural. Because they talk about it sometimes, but not a lot. Where her speech just becomes so like princess-like and regal to super casual, at least for as much as she can go. I like that it can go like that and has that progression, but it's so natural in the game that you sort of just don't even notice, which is pretty cool. All right. There we go. I want to see how many times does it take? He's like, don't call. How many times does it take before he threatens to stab you? Alright, that's 3. This poor guy. And he comes from different directions too, so he's probably like doing stuff and then I'm bothering him. I don't know, do you remember how long it takes before he threatens you? Because he does. I'm not crazy. I don't know. I'll save though, and then we can continue on to Dolly, and then we'll start Dolly a little bit. 15. I want to see the dialogue option. I don't think, I hope I don't have to restart from 0. I don't know, we'll try it again. I think I got like 6 there. Did Caitlin go to bed? Or is she up? Oh. Oh, okay. I want to make sure I'm not super loud. Yeah, but the vent's right here. Into her room. I know she could sometimes hear my TV, so I don't want to keep her up if she's sleeping. Look how powerful. I'm playing with the cheats. I said fuck it. We're here for the story. That's what the stream's about. Oh, I got one of these things. I don't know if I have any items that these friendly creatures want. I wish I encountered more of these in my first playthrough. Oh, I think I have an ore. There you go. I like the friendly monsters, but I always would get nervous that they would run away before I could give them what they wanted. Tell Mr. Ghost I said hi. That's it? That's all I get? Who's Mr. Ghost? So many questions. Alright. And we're at Dolly, which is a bizarre little town that has some secrets to it. But alright, it's quite quiet. It's probably because the music hasn't kicked in. Some creepy kids. Did you see that? I sure did. They're like little fucking penguins. They go like this. Alright. You missed the painted. I also missed the painted backgrounds with the 3D models. I think it allowed for so much detail. What'd you say? Koopa. That's what she said. Thanks for your input. Look at, you see that thing right there? That's a cat. Its legs look so broken. Does everybody see that cat? Its leg is like, oh, it's bad.
That's its like back, right? And that's its head.
Yeah, but what's wrong with its leg?
I think that's supposed to be like its butt. From far away, it looks like a cobweb.
It does look like a cobweb. Alright, it's almost 2 a.m., so I'm going to peace out. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate your follow. I'm going to drop you a follow too once I'm done, so that way I can pop it on your streams as well. But yeah, thanks for coming. Have a nice night. I'm also going to be calling it a night soon, because I do have to get up early in the morning. Alright, get inside, everyone. Yeah, we'll probably save after this, and we'll probably also turn in just because it's late. But I will be streaming more of this tomorrow night, probably for longer, just because then I don't have to get up at crack of dawn. If the theater ship hadn't crashed, that's true. You were gonna leave Alexander. Yeah. I see. If you hadn't been caught, we would have reached Limbo by now. But by now, we've had to cross the south gate on foot. Border crossing. If there's a reason I must leave this kingdom, I cannot tell you why. So yeah, we're still sort of in the dark about why Garnet really wanted to escape, or why they wanted to kidnap her in the first place. They sort of lead you to believe it might be a little nefarious, but it also seems without purpose. Um, but we'll get to why that happens soon. Whereas Steiner's just straight up like, we gotta go back. I don't care what your reasons are, but your rightful place is back home. He's doing his duty. Um, I do think that also puts some blinders on Steiner though, um, where he's very straightforward and he's like, I gotta do my job, I gotta do my duty to protect the princess. But I think he's so like, I need to protect the princess that he doesn't actually think about what's good for the princess, or like even listens to her. I mean, they haven't talked. I'm assuming, behind the scenes stuff. This is stuff that hasn't been presented, obviously, word for word on the screen. More so my interpretation, I guess. Okay, let's open that treasure chest. And the only voice that we get in this whole game is Garnet singing. I think that's clever, though. You wouldn't be able to get like the full force of her music and their song if we didn't actually hear it. All right, all right. We'll talk a bit about these active time events and then we'll save. All right, Vivi's active time event. You like Vivi. Vivi's your favorite character, right? All right. Vivi, you know, oh, Vivi like made his way to Alexandria. So, one thing I think is really interesting is like Vivi's social skills aren't um he's so shy, and I think that's one of the reasons I think he's so endearing. And it's pretty sucky because it's like poor Vivi there. Oh, I only got to watch one. I forgot. Poor Vivi is like has no idea that I mean he probably does. He knows that he's different. But yeah, he's a small child. He's shy, and I think it's really sucky that he's obviously made his way from wherever he came from to Alexandria, and he didn't have too much of an issue, but then he gets here and the poor thing is like sort of is ostracized like immediately, and it's like he's a small child like you said, acidic, so it's like what is he supposed to do, and I think that's like the one thing I felt really bad about, um for Vivi's character at this part, because it's like, how do you deal with that? He's already so shy and awkward, so then you have these people that are obviously like avoiding you and you don't know why and you don't know what makes you different, I don't know. And this fucking cat. It meows too. It's so broken. Oh, this is the this is the thing. Did you say all cats are beautiful? Except for this one. Oh, this Moogle was like, I have a letter for him, and he was like, I don't like moist, but I'll read it anyway. Like this person wrote you a letter, and you don't even like them. From Moist to Gumo. Yo, man, I totally iced up by some dude with wings on his back. Stiltskin passed me by without doing anything. Is he rude or what? Of course, I couldn't say nothing because I was trapped inside the ice. Good story. Alright, let's save. Alrighty. And okay, we're probably gonna call it a night tonight. Um, and I thank you guys all for sitting and watching and listening to my commentary. And for those of you that have followed, if you weren't present at the beginning of my stream, I did mention, for those that might be interested, once we do hit affiliate, because I think now we have 10 more, which is great. Um, the if anyone I know it's never required, so don't think that I'm saying this is required. But if people do decide to tip or donate, the proceeds are going to go towards a charity called the Brain and or the Behavior and Brain Research Foundation to help with mental illness and the research and treatment of many different mental illnesses. So the donations and tips will go towards that. So we're hoping to hit affiliates soon. So if you keep tuning in, if you guys want to drop a follow, that'd be great. So we can give the people the option if they want to help us out with the charity donations. That would be cool. Um, but yeah, we're gonna be back to analyzing and chatting about the story and the characters tomorrow night. Um, I'm hoping to start the stream around 8 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Central Time. So around the same time as today. And yeah, so that'll be tomorrow. We'll be doing this. We'll be back here chatting and doing the story. So if you want to come back around then, you can set a follow here to get the notification when I go live, which would be pretty cool. Or you can check my Twitter because I always announce on Twitter when I'm also gonna go live as well. Whatever's easiest for you. But um, but yeah, thanks for dropping in. It was great talking to you, like acidic. Um, thanks for sticking around, and you too, Tone Mocker. I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate you guys participating in the chat, and I hope you have a good Friday evening or morning, however late it is or early it is where you are. Um, and hope you guys come back tomorrow and we can chat more about the story. Yeah, so yeah, good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you come back.